Hi fans, Alex Reed here again for another edition of Coach's Corner with the head coach of the Florida Everblades, Greg Poss. And Coach, looking at your team heading into this week's games against Cincinnati, your team riding high after a pair of big wins against South Carolina last week, and Mike Ratchuk getting the job done with a pair of goals, including the game winner in overtime. A big win on Sunday.
Yeah, it was a big win for us. I thought that Jesse Deckert played an outstanding game, especially in the first period. Made several big saves to keep us in the game. And of course, Mike Ratchuk scoring in overtime. The key for us, if we get into OT, is to win it in OT and not go to a shootout, because that's not our forte, shootouts.
No, certainly not. Now, looking at you look at Cincinnati, and it's a team that you've seen 3 times. You've beat them all 3 times, but they've all been big battles and, of course, close matchups. So certainly, this is a very good team that's up in that North Division. Yeah,
they have an excellent team. They're going to be 1, 2, or 3 seed in the playoffs. They have that locked up. For us, we have a lot to play for. We have a chance to win our division. We got to win at least 5 of our last 6 games, and we have a lot of new players in the lineup tonight due to the great number of call-ups we've had this season. But our whole team's up in the American League right now. But thankfully, we got a core here that's still a very good core, and really good leaders on the ice and off the ice. And hopefully, we can integrate these new players into the lineup as soon as possible. Because I don't think we're getting many of our guys who are called up back anytime real soon, because they're all doing quite well up there. No, it's going to be real interesting to see how our team performs tonight.
Well, you look at 6 new guys in the last two games, and then 7 in the last week, and then you look at all these guys and all the recruiting you've done. You kind of feel like a college coach right now.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun trying to find the talented players to bring them in here and take a look at them, and it's an advantage also for next year. We get to look at them and we know exactly how they are as hockey players, but more importantly, how they are as people off the ice and how they fit into the team. And they're all really good players from what I see in practice. So it's a matter of who brings it in the game right now. And we have a lot of competition once again on the team for ice time. And I'm really pleased with the players that we brought in. And now it's going to be really interesting how they perform tonight.
You look at Cincinnati, the last time you played them, definitely a playoff-type atmosphere when we were up there in the Queen City a couple weeks ago. But you look at that game, 126 penalty minutes between the 2 teams, 8 fighting majors at Cesta. These teams don't see each other very much, but they don't have a whole lot of like for one another.
Well, how come they call it the Queen City?
I don't know. I wish I knew the answer to that, but that's the nickname for Cincinnati.
I did not know that. Okay, now I do. But, yeah, it was a very heated matchup, all the games, and for whatever reason, just really competitive games. Both teams want to win, and it's a lot of fun playing in those kinds of games. And especially tonight, we got to see what some of our new guys can do and how they're going to show up, not just mentally, but also physically.
Coach, one final question: your keys if your team wants to get the 2 points tonight.
Yeah, really important with all the college players we have in our lineup. A lot of young legs that we've got to establish our forecheck. Really make it a skating game. We have to talk a lot. We have to communicate a lot, because not even I know all the names of the players right now. I got to kind of look twice at the numbers to see what's going on the ice. And thirdly, we have to do a really good job on the special teams. We worked on that a lot this week. And a key heading into the playoffs, we have a chance tonight also to clinch a playoff spot if we win and Kalamazoo loses. And that's what it's about, just getting in the tournament like we saw last year. Then anything can happen from there.
No doubt. Well, listen, I'm a little nervous myself to keep all these new names straight on the radio, so it's going to be interesting here tonight. But, Coach, thanks for joining me. We'll talk again tomorrow.
Thanks, Alex.
All right, the Everblades head coach Greg Poss here in this latest edition of Coach's Corner. Everblades and the Cyclones coming up here in just a few moments.